for may wrap up basically what went on during the month of May. Now, overall, really quiet in what decks actually arrived, but I want to talk about what actually happened for the month of May. Okay, firstly, each month, the beginning of each month is a card of the month and with the Rain Coast Tarot. Now this was for the Wheel of the Year spread. You can find more details of that on my blog, of course, which you'll find the link down below or link on my channel. So each month I will draw, I've already drawn a card for the month in my Wheel of Year spread, and I focus on that, and that sort of gives me a chance to sort of maybe pull out a different deck and maybe look at a bit more information, etc. So that's one thing that I've done each month. I just want to sort of go over that. The other thing I have been doing, of course, is the Native American astrology aspects, using the moon phases with this deck here and the clans. So I've been doing that, and then using the animal cards from this, and then I'll use different Native American decks to expand from there. Last month I used the Shamanic Medicine cards, which I haven't bothered to show you here, but basically I did that as well. So that's been quite interesting, following the moon phases with that as well. Now, I did a week of working with the Uncover Your Past Lives Oracle. Now, I would have done it for a bit longer, but I found myself going through a shift and not feeling very well, and then I sort of ended up with a bit of the flu, or a bit of a cold. So I've been dosing myself up on the propolis and the manuka honey, etc. So, and a whole lot of other healthy alternatives. Just been keeping it at bay. It hasn't actually got that bad, but I just sort of been feeling a bit, ugh. Excuse me, I'm going to cough. So anyway, Uncover Your Past Lives, working with that in different ways, which was really interesting, with relationship reading, archetypal readings, and all sorts of things there. So found that very interesting indeed. So that's the Uncover Your Past Lives. Now, I actually got the manuals, had got them printed, so that was why I had started to use that for that. I also, sorry, a bit of a cough here that I just can't seem to throw. Okay, the other thing that I wanted to share with you is the Romantic Tarot, which I also started to explore, and I'm still going to exploring that through the month of June occasionally as well. So the Romantic Tarot I've sort of been looking at. So 1 minute, let me just pause this a second. I just had to put the heater on. I think it got cold. I think that's why I started to cough. It's got the end of the day. It's now like 20 to 5. It's nearly 5 o'clock, so end of the day. So as I was saying, the Romantic Tarot. I've been exploring that as well, and it looks like I'll continue doing that during June as well. Now, cards that actually arrived, pretty quiet in that sense. I got the second edition of the Supernatural Tarot. So this one, exactly the same in every way, by Titan Books, the same as the Insight. So I haven't done anything with it, I've just left it alone. So I haven't edged it or anything like that. It feels exactly the same. Maybe it sort of feels a bit more plasticky, I think, but I think that might be just me. But yeah, it's exactly the same, no difference. Deck, no difference at all, except of course it won't have the gold edge on it. Oh, Insight. This might be the one. So, yep, got 2 decks arrived no, but both supernatural. One arrived in April, one arrived in May. Okay, the other deck that arrived was Shadows of Light, which you have just seen recently. This was a Kickstarter that I did last year. Love it. Absolutely heaps of different ways to use this deck. The artwork is stunning. So yeah, loving that. And of course I received the Shaman Oracle, John Matthews and Will Kingham. Now this I've actually edged as well. When it arrived, I edged it at the same time, so I'm just waiting for that to dry. Love the imagery, love the way it works, love the spread that came in the book. I want to look at it different ways that I can use this deck. So tomorrow when it dries, I'll be able to do some different spreads and things and show you what's going on there. Now what else arrived was the Healers of the Earth Oracle. Now a lot of my guidebooks I get from Kickstarters and that are ebooks, and then I just print them out locally because it just gets too expensive to try and send them, you know, for the artist to try and send them through when there's such a, you know, when it's a 200-page book. So I'm looking forward to diving into that. And the other thing was Tarot Oracle's Tarot Guidance book, which I got an e-copy of that and then just printed it out. So this is definitely a recommendation. If you're in the States, I totally recommend getting the actual book from Tarot Oracle. So yeah, absolutely superb. So looking forward to diving deeper into that. It's got QR codes which link straight to the videos from his channel. He's got a lot of information, a lot of learning videos on his website, which are on his channel, which are really, really informative. So not quite sure what I'm actually doing for June, except I know I want to go back to doing past life stuff. I do want to continue with romantic tarot. Now I do want to continue with the primordial tarot, which I keep looking at continually, because now that I have the Shaman's Oracle, I want to see what they look like together and explore that in more detail as well. Now what I want to say was, over the month of May, I really focused on a lot of different spreads, which is quite good. A lot of journaling, a couple of VRs, really sort of kept it quite quiet overall. Not too many different aspects in regards to different tarot topics or anything like that. Just kept it quite simple. Anyway, that's it from me. Don't forget to check the links below, check the links on my channel, like, subscribe and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care and bless you.